Cardi B, one of your favorite musical artists. Cardi B, this week, a few days ago, released her next video for her single, Up. What's up? I'm Percy. This is Mercy. Mercy is... Welcome to the brand new, hit, critically acclaimed, internationally lauded morning show called The... Where every day we upload a new episode that's hopefully something interesting, inspiring, motivating, educating, and a little distracting. You should follow us where podcasts are sold. We're now on Apple Podcasts.
You can follow us anywhere.
You can follow us anywhere. Well, Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and then like other podcast places.
No other podcasts.
Well, we're trying to still get into the Google Podcast Store. Alexa, play the Half Calf Show.
Playing the Pitfalls of Teenage Love.
The Pitfalls of Teenage Love. How is Half Calf Show anything like the Pitfalls of Teenage Love? Today is...
Wednesday, February 10th?
Yeah, today's Plimsoll Day. Samuel Plimsoll, he made something called the Plimsoll lines. They call them the Plimsoll lines. Oh, you okay there? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the no teeth thing is a problem. I just gave her the whole bagel. I forgot that has no teeth.
I don't have teeth.
Fewer and fewer every day, it seems. My gosh, it's like almost in practically. It's really coming in quick.
No, it's definitely not.
It's so big too.
It's a big tooth. It's a front tooth. They're the biggest teeth in your mouth.
Yeah. So, Plimsoll, before the 1850s, all the sailing that we had done before the 1850s, they used to shove a ton of cargo on these ships. They would call them coffin ships because they put all this cargo in it. As soon as they went out to sea, if they hit big waves and the ship was overloaded, the ships would just turn over. A lot of sailors died who used to help try to ship cargo on the ocean. They just stuffed these ships and they didn't have any laws on how to kind of keep these ships from being overstuffed, and just how the weight was divided on these ships caused these ships to just kind of crash into the ocean. It was terrible. But then this guy, Samuel Plimsoll, created what they call Plimsoll lines. Now, when you go look at any ship today, there are these lines on ships, even cruise ships I think have them, that show you if that line is under the water, you've overloaded the ship. And so it's a really easy way of saying like, oh, the ship is still safe. It's saved countless numbers of people and things. He's made a huge difference. But I bring this up because Plimsoll, he wasn't always successful. Like, the guy actually, he tried to become a coal something. What was he? He wanted to become a coal merchant. And in 1853, I think he wanted to sell coal. He wanted to create a coal business where he shipped coal and sold coal, but he lost all of his money. I think he was homeless there for a while in 1853. I bring it up because like he went through this period of time. Even shipping is an example of this, where you try all these different ways of doing these things and it still didn't work. But finally, he figures out a way of it working. Finally, the sailing industry figures out a way of making it successful. I bring it up because you know what the story of the day is?
Cardi B!
Cardi B! One of your favorite musical artists. Cardi B, this week, a few days ago, released her next video for her single, Up. And so she releases it on iTunes, but here's the crazy thing. Nobody could find it on iTunes, and the video wasn't findable on iTunes, but you could find the video on YouTube. It's a really weird roll-up of her single, and she basically says it sounds like somebody dropped the ball. Somebody kind of screwed up getting her song up there.
Dropped the ball mean?
Somebody had the pass. Somebody was supposed to do something with her single, Up, and the video on iTunes and get it distributed places, and it sounds like somebody screwed up and didn't do all the right things they were supposed to do. Weird that you have a hard time finding her single. It should be available in many more places, kind of like our podcast. Yeah. Cardi B, we know a little bit what you're going through, right? Yeah.
I don't think she's watching.
Well, she might not be watching, but she might be listening to the podcast now that it's on iTunes and Spotify. The real lesson I wanted to bring from this, buddy, is so she's been working on an album for kind of a long time. People have been asking, like, when's the next album gonna release? When's it gonna release? She says, somewhere in my wonderful thing of research, One of the things that's been holding back the new music is she says, this is a quote from her, I feel like I don't have the right song. I have recorded so many songs. I think I've got like 50 songs recorded, and I'm just still not satisfied.
How many songs mix up an album?
That's a great question, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. An album is often just like 12 songs. Sometimes more. Sometimes it gets into like the 20. So she's recorded 50. And she still doesn't think she has an album. This is what makes her great, is that she tries and tries and tries and tries and recognizes, like, hey, it's okay, this try wasn't good enough. This isn't what I wanted to do. This wasn't a success, but I'm gonna go try it again. I'm gonna try it again, and I'm gonna throw that away. It's okay. And that's what editing is all about. That's what trying a lot and making something good is. It's not always about what the good thing you see, it's about all the bad things that you've said no to and thrown away. They're not failures, they're just attempts that you realize, like, that's not maybe my best thing. I think we all need to hear that, right? Like, we go and we do things and we feel bad when, like, that one attempt wasn't good enough. And even in our eyes, it's not good enough. And then we think we're failures and then we don't do anymore. Here she is, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. She's not gonna stop putting out music. We'll see Cardi B release an album and people are probably gonna love it. You know what it's time for? You doing okay today? Aw. It's been a long week so far. It's only Wednesday. But it's time for
The joke of the day, also known as the Cooper Pony Percolator Obsessed.
Oh, you remember that part?
She's really a dog, but she's really a pony. But she's really a dog. But she's a really a narwhal. But she's really the best.
Merce, you got time for something?
Sure.
Merce. So we're talking about Cardi B today. She's got a new single out, new video. People want more of her music.
Yeah.
So I'm looking in a little bit of the biography of Cardi B. Did you know Cardi B has a sister?
No, really?
Yeah, and she's an athletic trainer. Her name is...
Cardio.
Oh, God.
Wonderful joke. Was posted by he-he-MCR on Reddit. Thank you so much for watching these videos and listening to the podcast, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye!
Bye-bye.
It's nice to have Merce's voice in it. We'll cut you out. Just kidding. Just kidding, Merce. Please subscribe, hit those like buttons, tell your friends that we're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Links below. Listen to us in triplicate also, folks. If you like an episode, put it on repeat. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that. But if you do it, maybe we get more downloads. I really don't know how podcast analytics work. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, if you can find us. Leave us a 5-star review. If it's anything less than a 5-star review, email me the hate mail. Actually, email Mercy. It's at mercy@gmail.com.
I'll take it.
Maybe don't email that person. It's not actually our Mercy, and I feel bad if Mercy starts getting a bunch of hate mail from the Half Calf Show. That's not what we want to do. That's it.
I know. What's a username that probably doesn't exist?
Mercy Narwhal 91 at gmail.com.
Then send it to her.
Yes.